Yo, what is up guys, Lunarius here, back with another One Piece Bounty Rush video. Pause! Yo, what's up guys, Lunarius here, back from the future. Just got a quick shout out promotion for my Discord server that I finally released. It's big 2025, we got some success coming out in our way for the channel. So I thought, you know what, let's just release the Discord server. So yeah, I've just released the Discord server. I've got some amazing mods and admins helping me out with the server. They know who they are. Thank you guys so much. You guys are gonna love this. We got general chat, well, the standard stuff where you can just all talk whatever you want. We got OPBR advice where you can specifically ask for, you know, suggestions or thoughts or advice that you'd want, and you'd get like replies from me or any other OPBR players who are a bit more experienced. We also got suggestions where you can suggest, you know, things that you'd want me to make for videos on the channel. We also got One Piece anime channel talks, One Piece or manga talks, and we also got anime only and manga only channels specifically dedicated for any other manga or anime. We've also got approved videos and submissions, which we're kind of working on at the moment, not quite done yet. This is where you guys will be able to send your clips in, or, you know, for me posting and then crediting you guys. I'd also credit you guys whenever I post them as well, so don't worry about that. This will just be like a nice interaction between, you know, me and you guys, where you can send in like funny clips or anything cool that you have on OPBR. We also got obviously the voice channels where you can chat with people if you want. This is all staff stuff, don't worry about that. We're picking up the pace, guys. 2025, my channel's actually, I think it's recovering. And with this, oh yes, with this also we got announcements as well, where you'll be able to see my new videos being posted. Long story short, this is where you'll see and you'll never miss my uploads. Unlike YouTube, for some reason things go wrong, but over here I'll release my new videos every time and you'll never miss them. And yeah, you can just quickly access them over here. We've got rules, standard stuff. Everyone is very respectful, very cool. No hate, no nothing. We're all here for a good time, so don't worry about it. And yeah, everyone's all welcome here. We've got polls as well. I was gonna do in future alternative games because I do want to obviously integrate to other games like GTA or FIFA or just things like that, which are just generally pretty cool. Not just stick with OPBR, but don't worry, I will be playing OPBR as well. It's just I was, you know, thinking of being a bit more versatile for the future. So we got polls here as well, where you guys can in the future vote for, you know, games that you want to see me play, or even I'm thinking about maybe even streaming in the future as well. So we got that to look forward to. So yeah, we got quite a lot of cool stuff. This is going to be amazing. I'm going to have this in the link of the video description below. I might also put it in the comments, I don't know, but just check out the link in the description. And yeah, join up. You guys are going to love this. This is going to be great. Me and my mods have worked so hard on this. I'm so happy to release this as well. And yeah, you guys will enjoy this. So join up after you watch the video, or join up right now, where you can join up and chat and do pretty much whatever you want. Just chill out. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a blast. With that being said, join up. Everyone here will be chill. We'll be cool. We're all here for a good time. We're all here for good vibes. So join up right now. Okay, now back to the tier list. In today's special video, I'm going to be doing the tier list for the current meta on OPBR. So I hope this video will be very useful. I am a pretty experienced player on this game, so I'm going to be basing these characters off of, I guess, average skill level to my skill level. I'll sort of try and do a balance of in between on how each character is, on top of just in general how these characters are. So when it comes to, for example, like these free characters, I'm just going to put them in trash, same as like this, pretty much just to save time. When it comes to characters that are definitely, you know, have a discussion point on whether they're, you know, for example, like strong, or if they can just compete, or if they're usable, I'm going to be talking a little bit throughout that, just giving my own thoughts and opinions. Remember guys, this is my opinion. They're subject to change, but I do believe, you know, my opinion is pretty valid. So you can trust me on this. If you're a new player, trust me on this. And yeah, let's get started. Let's not waste much time. I'm going to do this in order of EX characters first, just to rank them all. And then any relevant Bounty Fest characters and sort of ones that can compete or are just about usable. But the rest will be trash. So yeah, here we go. Let's begin. Let's find our first EX. Here we go. Garp. First one I saw. Garp right now, oh my god. He is meta. No questions asked. He smokes Shanks. He destroys Shanks. He destroys pretty much anyone. I don't need to say anymore. Garp is just meta. If you have him, you are solid. You're good. Next, EX. What do we have here? EX Yamato. Now, EX Yamato is also meta. Why? Because she literally has no counters except for Shanks. I'm a Yamato main, so trust me when I say this, guys. I know there might be some crap Yamato users out there, but when I fight Shanks or even S-Snake, I am able to beat them. It's not about chance, it's about skill. So when it comes to skill, when you're using Yamato, she can beat Shanks. No questions asked. I have the experience, I have the knowledge. If anyone says otherwise, they're wrong. If you're an average player, okay, I can admit it might be a 50-50 or it might be 60% chance Shanks will win. Shanks will win more likely, only because he has the actual counter to her, which is her 1 HP trait. Shanks is the only unit with that counter. However, if you're experienced, if you're, a well-off player like me, Yamato can beat Shanks, and Yamato can also beat S-Snake. Pretty straightforward. She's also one of the best runners in the game at the moment, if not the best in my opinion. So she is up there. She just cannot get off the flag. Only way to do it is through status effects, or if Shanks uses his 1 HP trait KO thing. Apart from that, she is solid. Next we have the one and only S-Snake, the brain dead unit that you just spam with. She's pretty much meta. Not really much to say. She is super strong. She will probably remain really strong for a long time. Her only solid counter is Jabra. Jabra is a menace to her. I guess Shanks as well. Yes, Shanks can also be a good counter, and obviously now with Garp being released as well. So she's starting to get a few little counters here and there. But her main one is Jabra. Jabra just destroys her. Otherwise, she pretty much claps everyone. She can smoke Shanks as well. Like it's like a 50-50 chance. Just depends. But yeah, she is definitely meta level at the moment. So what we have next is, I'm not going to rank this Shanks just yet because he's a bit lower. Actually, you know what? Let me just rank him. This Shanks is not trash. I would say he's usable. I don't have him, but I would really like to get him so I can, use him and things like that. But his kit is honestly not too bad. He has a counter and he has a really long range skill. So I believe if you just build a medal set, like a very nice medal set on him, which takes advantage of his attack boost from KOing enemies, he should really and truly be usable. He's not on the compete level. He's not, by compete it means comfortably compete. He's usable, meaning he's usable. What else can I say? Right, here we have Runner Roger. Now for me, he's either on strong or meta. He does have a few more counters now, but I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna keep him on meta. Why? Because he is still a solid runner. He can stay on the flag. He does obviously have S-Snake as the counter. Whitebeard not so much. I guess with Garp now being released, he does sort of push him a little bit. It is a bit of an iffy one for me, but just for the benefit of the doubt, I'm going to keep him in meta. But minimum he's here, just to let you guys know. But I'm going to keep him here for now because he's still very solid. Next we have EX Kaido. Now, after his buff, he was meta for a while. But I do have to say, EX Kaido is in strong. Why? Because he can lose to S-Snake, and he can lose to Yamato, and he can lose to, obviously now, Garp, and he also now can lose to the White Shanks or the Kamusari Shanks. After Kamusari Shanks got released, he went from being meta to strong, so that was just a given. He's still very good, a very strong defender. I would still recommend using him. He's still extremely good. just not meta at the moment. He just fell off a little bit, but he's still very good. I love using him. He's great fun. Right, next we have EX Roger. Now, contrary to what people may think, oh, this is a bit of a tough one. You know why? I'm going to give you my experience on Roger. So, with Roger, I do sort of struggle to kill S-Snake. It's a bit of a weird one. She's such a brain-dead character where she just keeps shooting and knocks me back, which is very annoying. And she gets too many perfect dodges, so it's a bit of a sticky one to try and kill her. But when it comes to killing... You know what? Where's Shanks? Let me get Shanks up in here so we can like easily compare. Ah, found him. Here he is. Okay, Shanks is obviously going to be in meta. He does now have a strong counter, which is Garp. So Garp can pretty much smoke him. Right, now in comparison, this was needed for Roger's analysis. Right, so in my experience, Roger beats Kaido. Easy. No questions asked. Roger can also beat this Roger. He can also beat Shanks. From my experience, I am able to defeat Shanks. I know there are some users who struggle against Shanks, so I'm gonna sort of weigh that into account. But Roger definitely is better than Kaido, and he can kill Shanks. Now for me, it is challenging trying to get Garp with Shanks, but I am able to do it. However, because it's a little bit challenging, and because S-Snake is a bit annoying to also KO as well with Roger, I'm going to put Roger as meta. He's still really, really solid. As long as you're skillful, as long as you're a good OPBR player, not average, you're good, Roger is meta. If you're an average OPBR player, Roger is a strong unit. Very, very close to meta. But because I'm basing it off of also my experience, a bit of a balance between both average players and more competitive players or more skilled players, Roger is in meta. Roger is still solid. This ranking as well is not based off, oh, this is the number 1 unit, number 2, number 3. No, this is just straight up meta. But obviously out of these guys, I do have to say Garp is first on this list out of all the meta units. It's either Garp or Yamato. I don't have a Yamato bias, guys, trust me. I just have a lot of experience playing with her, and she literally destroys everyone. I can destroy anyone with Yamato. I don't struggle. Like I said, there are units like this Shanks and this S-Snake, which can be trouble for some Yamato users, but with my experience, I am able to defeat them, so bear that in mind. And it's not just a 50-50 chance. I am able to defeat them more times than not. Right, where is the next EX? EX Lucci, right, okay. EX Lucci is a solid, strong character that you can go for. He's not meta. Why? Because he's a very technical character to use. He's not easy to use. Trust me guys, he's not easy. If you're an average player, using someone like Lucci compared to using someone brain dead like S-Snake or Shanks, you're gonna struggle to use Lucci. So Lucci actually requires skill to use, which is another reason why he's in the strong contender and not in the meta. Because if he's meta, he's pretty much an average user can compete with him and get away with it. But he requires skill to use. Trust me guys, he requires skill. You can't just get Lucci and immediately become like one of the best. You have to know how to play. Again, he's a solid runner as well as being a solid attacker, but just to reiterate, he requires, sorry about the police, but just to reiterate, he requires skill to use. So he's up here in the strong. He's not meta, but he's definitely strong. Up next we have EX Luffy. Right, EX Luffy used to be here. Currently he is, I would say, in the strong contenders. Reason being, he can pretty much fight anyone. But again, he does have a lot more counters. Yamato being one of them. Yamato can destroy him. Roger as well can do some damage on him as well. Kamasari Shanks can destroy Luffy as well. And obviously with the new Garp can, you know, deal a lot of damage on Luffy, pretty much finish him off. But even with all of those units that Luffy can lose to, he does still have a strong chance to compete. He can still actually compete. He's not in this level because he's still very strong. He can get KOs. You just have to be a little bit smart when using him. He's not really brain dead anymore. He used to be. People just used to spam his counter. You can't really do that anymore. Everyone knows how he works now, and everyone knows when to time attacks in order to catch him off guard. So you gotta just be careful when using him, but he is definitely a strong unit. Ooh, okay, we got this Kaido, which it's a bit of a weird one now. It's a bit of a weird one. He's either here or here. Well, since I have this Kaido, it's a bit of a weird one. Let me think about this, guys. Right, so I haven't used him for a little while now, maybe a few months. But back when S-Snake was released, as well as Shanks, and with the Roger buff too, you know what? I'm gonna say he can compete. He can just about compete. Now, he's not strong in any way, shape or form. But if you just build him correctly, if you use him correctly, he can still, turn games around here and there. Like Yamato, he just suffers from status effects. So S-Snake or Whitebeard, any of their attacks would just immediately make him a bit useless. So just bear that in mind. But apart from that, he can still, teleport and capture treasures here and there. It's just a bit of a sticky one between usable and can compete, but I'm gonna go for can compete. I'm gonna give them a little bit of a benefit, especially with average players. They might just be able to get away with being able to just about compete with Kaido. Here, Claw. Claw he has fallen off. I don't see him being in strong. I haven't seen him being able to compete just yet, otherwise I would have put him here. Sorry, not compete. I haven't seen him as being used a lot, which is why I'm not putting him in strong. Even though I do think he is, he's just had a little bit of a fall off, which I do believe he is now in the can compete area for sure. He's definitely better than EX Kaido, but I don't see them being strong. They're like, it's so close. It's like just in the middle, but I'm gonna have to put it on can compete because they just have a lot of counters now, like Roger, we got Shanks, we got Garp, we got even EX Lucci, we got this Roger too. Like, there's just quite a few units which can mess him up. So I'm gonna keep him on can compete, but he is usable, so there is that. Up next we have Yamato Ace. These guys are strong, don't get it twisted. Even if you don't see them enough, trust me guys, I've faced Yamato Ace users who are disgusting. They are so nasty with it. They just know how to play with them. I'm not going to put them in meta because it does require skill to use them. I'm not going to lie. The players I've played against, which completely destroyed my team, they were very skillful. So it does require skill to use Yamato Ace. It does require the correct medal sets, which is why I'm going to keep them at strong. They are very, very strong. You just have to use them in a certain way. You cannot be an average player and get away with it. It's like EX Lucci. You can't be average and use these guys and expect to be meta. No, that's not how it works. You got to be good enough. You got to learn how they play, their play style. You got to learn exactly what to do, the right timings, all of that. They're very technical, just like Lucci. These guys are technical as well. So that's why I'm going to keep them in strong, which is where they belong. Next we have EX Whitebeard. Now, EX Whitebeard is also in strong. Ooh, it's a bit of a sticky one. It's like right in the middle, but he's very, very, very high up here. I'm going to put him as a very low strong because he's obviously got Roger's counter. We got Yamato can counter him. We got Garp. We got a lot of people that can counter him. He's still very good defender, very solid. But he just has had a lot of counters recently. Obviously, the main one being this Runner Roger, which was directly built to counter him. But apart from that, we got obviously Shanks, we got this Roger, we got Garp, we even got Lucci. We got quite a few units which can counter him. So he's not busted, he's not broken anymore. He has fallen off a bit, but he's definitely not on the he can just about compete. He's strong, but just not as strong as all the way like up here. He's like down here kind of strong. Cool. let's move on to our next EX, which is EX Zoro. Now, EX Zoro, oh, it's a bit of a sticky one, but I'm going to put him up in here. He can compete. I would say he's strong. I do have Zoro myself. I have built him specifically to counter S-Snake with certain medal sets. If you've seen that video, you know what I'm talking about. But you cannot just build a character based on a certain character just to counter them, because then you have all of these guys to, you know, try and counter, which doesn't work out. It's not really effective as a unit. He is not overall usable against a lot more other units. He can still compete. Definitely he can still compete, but just not as effective as other units that are more higher on the list. He's still quite good, but just not strong enough to be up here. Still very good though. Still very good. He can compete. That's what I gotta say. Up next we have it's not completely trash. I'm not gonna say much about him. He's usable. If you have him, you can use him. I would. If I had him, I would use him just for fun, but definitely not to compete. All of these guys are competitive level at least. These ones here, they're just about usable. You can use them for fun. You can try them out. But yeah, not on trash level. He's not trash. Up next we have EX Luffy. Oh my god. He is usable. He's definitely not trash, but he feels trash. If you know what I mean. He feels trash, but he's not trash. He's usable. Against certain characters, for example, like Yamato Ace, he can defeat them. Against Zoro, he can defeat Zoro. Claw, he can defeat Claw. Kaido, he can defeat Kaido. But he just loses to a lot of these other... Oh, he can also defeat this Kaido here as well. But all of these other characters just top him so badly. I haven't even put Green Shanks in here, but yeah, Green Shanks, after he came out, Luffy just went downhill real bad. Wait, is that Green Shanks? Did I get it wrong? Oh, my mistake. If I got it wrong, my mistake. I don't know which one is which. My bad, guys. Which one is it? Oh god, I don't even know which one is which. I think this is White Shanks and this is oh god, I think I got it mixed up. Anyway, it's not too deep. You guys know what I was talking about. I was talking about Commissary Shanks here, and now this is Green Shanks. Green Shanks is he's either up here or he's just about here. Reason being, he can still do a little bit of damage, but he just gets destroyed by Roger, by Shanks, by this Roger, by Yamato, by Garp, by a lot of people, even Luffy. He's for me he's usable. I'm gonna put him on usable. He's not on competitive level. He's usable. I changed my mind. He is usable. Right, up next we have Big Mom. Cool. Big Mom is actually alright. She's not trash. She's okay. Definitely cannot compete anymore, but she's alright. She's usable. I just have to really think about this because it is a bit of a tough one. Mainly because I don't have these characters. I don't have most of them, but I do have experience fighting against them, and just seeing them play on my team as well. Just trying to really dig deep and think, is she usable or can she compete? I'm gonna say she's usable. I don't see her often, and when I do, she doesn't really do that good. I do see this Kaido sometimes, definitely more than this Big Mom. And when I do see him, this is based off my thinking, he does perform a bit. Not great like up here level, not great like, I don't know, Lucci Runner style, or you know, any other characters, but he does do something. He feels like he has a little bit of a presence as in comparison to Big Mom, which I don't feel like she does much. She just chills in the back of her flag, doesn't really push, and then gets pushed herself and then just ends up dying to like this Shanks or something. That's just my thoughts, and I think that's pretty reasonable. Right, with the next EX we got EX Hybrid Yamato. Now Hybrid Yamato is usable. I don't see her in the compete section. Reason being, she just gets destroyed by pretty much everyone else here. There's nothing else I can really say. I don't see her being used much either. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. She's usable. She's alright. You can use her. It's okay. She's probably not on competitive level, but she can be used. Up next we have, oh god, Loki. He's trash. Loki, he's very trash. Similar to Luffy, he's trash as well. You know what? I might have to really think about this then. I might have to rechange my thought process on this. So when I was talking about usable, I was seeing it as these EXs also compared to, for example, let's say Bounty Fest. So for example, this Blueno, which is actually, he can compete. He's up here. Not strong, but he can definitely compete. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put him in strong. He's like low tier strong. So my thoughts on this was based on also Bounty Fest characters, not just specifically EX. But now that I really had a second think about it, I'm gonna change my mind. These guys are trash. Which one is this? Oh, Blue Shanks, yeah. Green one is usable. Still a little bit trash, but he's a little bit usable. Big Mom is usable. Yeah, okay, I changed my mind completely just because of this guy. He is completely trash. So he cannot do anything against anyone. Same with this. I changed my mind. This is how it's going to be from now. It's because of my thought process with now thinking about Bounty Fest as well as EX in comparison. So I kind of changed my mind now. Just adjusted the list a little bit, but the rest stay the same. Green Shanks is just about usable, so I'm going to put him here. Yeah, I'm going to try and keep it a little bit organized as well in terms of who exactly is at what level. So I'm going to keep this somewhat like this. These two don't matter, they're pretty even. Actually, I'm going to say, yeah, something like this. Yamato is solid, man. Yamato is solid. This is good, this is good, this is good, this is good. Yeah, this is all good so far. Okay, cool. Let's see other Bounty Fests which I can do, or if there's any other EX that I'm missing, which I'm sure there's plenty. I just can't see any at the moment. I cannot see any at the moment. Okay, I'm just going to do whatever I see next. So what I see next is Jabra. Jabra is a dirty unit. He is strong. He's up here, man. Jabra is crazy good. If you got Jabra, you're sorted. He's not an EX, he's a Bounty Fest, but as a Bounty Fest, he is top tier. I wouldn't say meta. He can compete very, very well. He's not meta level. He can destroy a Snake, like I said. He can also destroy Roger. He can actually also kill Garp too. This is a tough one. He's up here. He's top dog in strong, or he's low meta tier. I'm going to keep him here for now. If I change my mind later, I'll change my mind later. But he is top tier strong. What else can I see? Ooh, Uta. Uta is top tier strong as well. She is solid. She can counter this Shanks, Runner Shanks. She can counter S-Snake. She can counter Yamato as well, surprisingly. If she's on the flag, she can status effect Yamato. Roger, not too much. Same with this one as well. She can defend very well too. She's versatile. She can run. She can defend. But she's just not meta, but she's super strong. She's like Jabra level. Very, very good. Very strong. I have her myself. I've used her. She is solid. I'd really love to use her because I could destroy Shanks users. Those dirty rat users, Shanks. But anyway, next one we have, what do I see next? Ooh, this new Sanji. This new Sanji is actually pretty strong. He is very good. I haven't seen him much, but when I have fought him, he has been a solid defender. He's very tanky. That's one thing I can say. This Sanji is tanky as hell. He heals up your teammates. He heals up himself, I think. Pretty sure he does. Haven't seen him play much, but when I have seen him play, he performs. So he's up there. Ooh, yo, we got these ones out here too. Okay, cool. Next we got Kaku. Kaku he's in the can compete area. When he was released, he was top tier. He could destroy, who was it that was, oh, Roger, yeah. When Roger got the buff and when Kaido got the buff, Kaku was still able to destroy them. Right now it's a little bit more difficult, but as he has got like a lot more counters, for example like Garp, Shanks, Yamato, S-Snake as well, Lucci too, I guess Jabra, all of these guys, they can, defeat him. Doesn't mean he's not strong. He can still compete. You just got to be a bit more skillful than the average user. If the average user uses Kaku, you're not going to be on strong level. I'll be real with you. You're going to be on just about being able to compete. So we'll leave Kaku there. Up next we have... Ooh, this one is usable now. We have Odin. Attacker Odin. He will probably be somewhere here. I don't know. Maybe like here or something. Attacker Odin is... Well, he used to actually be very strong. Almost meta at one point. I'm not going to lie. He fell off slowly from here to here. After the release of... Well, I think it was S-Snake. Then after the release of Shanks, he got pushed down to here. And then with the buffs of Kaido and Roger and a couple other characters being released, he is now in usable section. Nothing more, nothing less. He's not trash. He can still be used. He's alright. Up next we got Dory and Broggy. Now Dory is strong. I've seen some very good users with Dory. They just play around the back lines, wait for the timing. They wait for the perfect timing and they destroy you. So watch out for Dory. He's not to be messed with. He is solid. He is a solid, strong A category character. Now Broggy on the other hand, he is on the compete level. He can compete. I haven't seen him much. I have seen more of Dory performing a lot better than Broggy. So with that being said, I have to put Broggy just one step below. Doesn't mean he's not strong. He's still pretty decent. Actually, you know, he's not strong. He's decent. So that puts him default on can compete. He's not just about usable. He can still do damage. He can defend a little bit. But again, you just have to, you know, be a little bit on the skillful side with him. Up next we got, let's try and do this a little bit quicker because I don't want to be talking a bit too much. This Zoro, oh what the hell, this Zoro is, he's not trash, he's just about usable. Very low tier though now, very low tier, just about usable, nothing more to say. What else do we have? We got this Rengoku, just about usable. He can run around here and there, capture treasure, not competitive level, just about usable, nothing more to say. Up next we got, ooh, right, this one, this S-Hawk, I would put him in strong, but due to the lack of players who cannot use him, I'm going to put him on can compete. Not to the lack of players who do use him, listen carefully, due to the lack of players that can use him, that are able to use him properly. He is technical. If I had him, I would smoke people and I would put him in strong, but I don't have him. I have used him, obviously with certain challenge battles. He is top tier. In my opinion, he is top tier. He's strong, but again, due to the lack of players not being able to use him properly, he's going to be in can compete level. But don't get it twisted. If you're a skillful user, he's up here for sure. If you're skillful, if you know how to use him, right medal sets, right timings, right dodges, everything you do good, he is up here. He can compete very well. But strong is on competitive level, but like strong, like, you know, they do a lot. That's why I'm gonna keep him on this level. He can compete. He's a B tier unit, due to the fact that a lot of people are just average with him. They can't use him properly. But his actual kit is very good. People just don't know how to use him. But when I do see good uses of him, he does do well. Cracker is usable. Nothing more, nothing less. Not trash. He's usable. Bounty Fest Luffy, he is also usable. Oh, one of my personal favorites in the game. Honestly, Alba, okay, from my experience when using Alba, I've beaten S-Snake. I've perfect dodge and smoked S-Snake multiple times. I've beaten, obviously you can beat Kamsari Shanks, you can beat Roger, you can beat all of these guys. So, you know what, I'm gonna put him in strong. I can't do him dirty. He's just been so fun and so good to use. Alba is strong. My reason for this, as long as you perfect dodge, as long as you time your attacks, as long as you are a skillful, solid player, Alba is considered strong. He's a strong unit. He can still compete, which is why he was here at first. But due to him being strong in the hands of a right player, of a good player, I'm going to keep him in strong. But he's low tier strong. I'm not going to put him too high. He's down here. But he's very good. He's very fun. If you got him, level him up. Use him. He's solid. Cool. Up next, we have Kuma. I believe this is Black Kuma. Well, he's black anyway, but you know what I mean. The black attacker. Kuma is... he's strong. He's low tier strong, but he's strong. He can defeat Roger. He can defeat all of these guys. You just have to just be a bit skillful. He's not just about usable. I wouldn't say so. He's on the stronger end, so he's good. He's very nice. I do see players sort of kick back with him, stay on the sidelines, and then jump in when they have their attacks ready. If that's how they play with him and it works, sure, why not? Play like that. No problem. But because of the way they play, that makes him strong. Next we have S. Okay, we got S Shark. Because I didn't put yeah, I'm gonna put S Shark on Can Compete. He is able to counter some runners, mainly Yamato, because he can tremor her. He can also push her off the flag and actually KO her, which is pretty disgusting. But compared with all other units and how he performs in League, he's on competitive level. Not strong, but just about competitive. Up next we have S-Bear. S-Bear. S-Bear, S-Bear, S-Bear. All of these S somethings, they're always in Can Compete. I don't see them being used enough, or I don't see them performing enough in League to be considered strong, including this one. So I'm going to keep him in Can Compete. He's still good, but he can just about compete. Up next we got this EX Big Mom. She's trash. Anyone that is viable. I'm just looking for viable units which I can rank properly. The rest will go in trash. Oh, this king. This king is usable. He's just about usable. He's not competitive. He can get KO'd easily. He's just built for flag captures. Just don't try and fight. He's like a hit and run character. You hit and you run. That's how you use him. That's how he's usable in the meta. Just based on that, he's usable. He can't compete properly, but he's just a hit and run character. You just hit people and just go away. Just run away. Let your teammates deal with him. Just run and capture flags with him. He can annoy users like Yamato. He can push them off flags. He can push off a snake a little bit with one of his moves. Yeah, things like that, which make him usable, but just not enough to be competitive. But he can still be used. You just have to use him specifically as a runner, hit and run kind of role. You can't do anything else with him. Yeah, so that's him done. Oh, we got what's the name again? Zephyr. Zephyr, trash. Do you know what? This Uta is actually usable. I've used her. She's alright. She's not too bad. You just got to build the right metal sets. Be very skillful with her. I'm not going to put her on here because she does require skill. I'm not going to lie. Even with my skill, she's just about usable. It's quite difficult using her. She is level 80 for me. She's not fully level 100, so I do obviously struggle in that factor. But considering I use her at level 80, and I still can destroy some of these well, I haven't tried recently with the new 6th anniversary, which is why I'm going to keep her unusable. Otherwise, she would be on Can Compete. She's usable. Just build her right, build her with the right medals, use her properly, time her dodges, time her counter. Especially her counter is very needy of her timing to be like spot on. And also using her skill. What was it? Skill 1 or skill 2? The one that's a charge up skill. Using that is a lifesaver. It generates your counter back again and again quicker, and it also reduces damage you take. So she's just about usable. What else do we have? We have this Uta. She is trash. We have this. We got Perospero, trash. We also have this Katakuri, is also trash. We also got EX Odin, trash. Yeah, when it comes to any explanations, I will say it, but if they're just straight up trash, I'm not going to be explaining. Trust me guys, you don't need explanations. If they're completely trash, just trust me on it. There's one Jinbei which is buffed. If it's this one, the Bounty Fest, he's on Can Compete. Reason being, he can, destroy power users. Like a snake, he can do damage on her, surprisingly. I've seen him destroy her quite a few times. how he uses. I guess with Jabra as well, it's a bit of an element disadvantage, but even still, also with Whitebeard, things like that. But just on the can compete level, not strong or anything like that. He has had the buff, which made him strong, but he's not at this level of strong. He's on can compete. All right, this Mako is just about usable now. He can just do his job of capturing treasure, nothing more, nothing less. Just capture treasure and he's usable. Oh, unless it was this one. What the hell? There's 3. Okay, might be this one. My mistake, guys. I might have got it wrong. I think it was this one, so we'll keep him in can compete. I think it's that one, the one that got buffed. Honestly, everyone else. Okay, I'm gonna go through it one by one now, just to see who can be put on the list that's at least usable or above. If I don't find anyone else, then that means they're all trash. Honestly, I don't see anyone else that is usable. I don't know why, I feel like I'm missing some units. Okay, we got this, what's her name? Bello Betty. Oh my god, Bello Betty was one time meta, man. Before, even during S-Snake time, she was meta for me. I have so many gameplays which I didn't upload, but oh, she was on job. She was so fun to use, and she just would not get off the treasure, and she would just support the team so well. I had so much fun with her, but she dropped from here to here once Shanks released, actually maybe even just about here, and then a little bit later I would say now she's at just usable. You just have to, I guess, perfect dodge Shanks when you have like 1 HP left, but even still it's very hard to compete. She's not trash by any means, but she is just about usable. Oh, Jack, how could I forget him? Jack is on the competitive level. He's alright, he's decent. I wouldn't say he's strong. He's a bit more up here. He's definitely top strong contender. I just want to think about this. I could put him as a very weak strong. You know what? I'm going to put him here. He is strong. Jack, after his buff, is strong. Just make sure you obviously land your moves, because your moves gives you health and attack boost. And also his mammoth transforming skill is what keeps him alive, is what keeps him tanky. So just be careful when using him. But he is, if you're an average player, he's here. But if you're skilled and you can use him properly, he's up here or down in the A ranking, but he's here, I would say. Anyone else? We got nothing else, to be honest. I don't really see anyone else that is usable. Yeah, I think I've pretty much done it. I feel like I'm missing EXs. I don't know why. Oh, let's add a row below, and let's call it, and this one will be oh, do you know what? I saw, where's Gandalf? Gandalf, my guy Gandalf. He is, he's trash. Nah, he's usable. He is just about usable. I just saw him right now. I kind of missed him. I don't know how I missed him. But Gandalf here, this brother, this man here is so funny to use. Just make sure you do your counters, build him based on his counter, and you're sorted. At least being able to use him. So I'm gonna put him a little bit up here, but he's very funny to use. He's a solid guy. I'm not gonna lie, he's very fun to use. So I'm gonna keep him unusable. He's such a fun character, Gandalf, man. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it anyway for you guys, just so you see. Like, do not waste your time on these guys. I don't know how I can just put these all in. Kind of have to do it one by one, which is a bit annoying. All right, where the hell's Queen gone? Is it this one? Cyborg Queen, I think it's him. Cyborg Queen is usable, pretty usable. Again, not really that competitive, so don't get it twisted. Just because you have him, don't spend everything you have just to level him up and all of that. He's not properly usable, but I'm just saying it based off his invisibility skill. He can just sneak around the map a little bit for a little time being and capture treasure. But he's not like a game-changing kind of unit, or like at least a usable unit where he can destroy certain characters and things like that. Anyway guys, this is my tier list of the current meta. Obviously subject to opinion. This is my own opinion. I believe this is pretty good. If you're a new player to OPBR, I would highly recommend you follow this tier list. just aim for characters that you see on the top here. I wouldn't recommend trying to get these ones here. Right, let's have a talk about summons. So, if you're a new OPBR player, or even if you've been playing for a little while, I would recommend do not summon on anyone below B tier. Do not do it. It's not worth it. Summon on everyone above at least A tier. If you really, you know, really want these characters on B tier, go for it. That's on you. But if you want to compete, if you want to get your diamonds worth, only go for characters above A and above. So meta or strong. That's my advice to you guys. That's my honest advice. I've been playing this game for 3 years, almost 4 now. I have a lot of experience on this, so trust me when I give you advice, guys, take it. All of these other characters are trash. Do not waste your time. I literally put here, don't waste your time on these. Don't waste your time leveling them up. Don't waste your time summoning on them. Don't waste your time on them at all. The trash characters, these were based on their performance before, so they actually used to be really good. I do think that Akainu, this Luffy, and maybe this Odin might get a buff very soon. Who knows? They have been doing quite a few buffs with EXs at the moment. I do think this Luffy and this Akainu is definitely going to get a buff. So bear that in mind. Don't summon on them yet, even if they do come out. Just take it as it is. But yeah, this was actually a long video. I've never done anything like this. This was all done, no scripting, no planning, no nothing, just straight up. I'm being very real with you guys, very straightforward. Just literally just me talking to you guys. That's it. Just straight up me talking with you guys, trying to share my experience and just helping you guys out in the game, no matter if you're a new player or if you're experienced as well, or maybe not experienced. Experienced players wouldn't really be watching this. Maybe they might, but who knows. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and definitely check out my Discord server, which is in the description. You'll enjoy it, guys. It's gonna be amazing. Gonna have a nice community, OPBR community, and then in the future, hopefully, we'll be playing some more games, not just OPBR. But at the moment, this is just OPBR focused. I'm gonna be pushing out a lot more content. It's 2025. You know, let's get the dub on the channel. My channel's finally sort of recovering. Let's get the dub. Let's go. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if I missed any characters, I feel like, I don't know why, for some reason I feel like I'm missing characters on this tier list. If I am, just let me know in the comments, or just, you know, put your own thoughts in the comments on where you think. I don't know why, I just feel like I'm missing some characters. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. I'm not going to keep you guys too long. This was a very long video, very long to record as well. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. The next video will probably be my reaction to the new EX, which will be released, or news on that, which will be released on, I think, Monday also. So yeah, look forward to that video, and I'll see you in the next one.
Subscribe, like, and follow Lunarius on all his socials, or else I'm gonna slap some sense into you like I did to Frieza!